restarting this shit.
Should I restart it? So we can start fresh over there? Let me do that.
And now we live. We live. What up? Welcome back to another Ramblings in the Basement.
All right.
Where we're still figuring out this technology, as y'all can see. But we got two separate cameras now. Switch between them.
We got 3 cameras.
And then we got the screen too. We're recording on the actual camera that we always record on, but
I guess
it's not live. And I don't think we're gonna edit it into the video. But we're gonna incorporate that in future streams. We're working with a lot of technology right now. It's a little complicated. And I'm munching, sorry. Y'all don't want to hear me munch. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. Nervous munchies.
Honestly, I don't know, because then it's just live now. So if people join, they'll just see us out.
I don't think anyone's watching right now, and to be honest, I don't think anyone will watch for like the first few streams. So we could just keep going like nothing. But is there anything specific you wanted to talk about for this? It is your birthday episode and birthday stream, and 2-year anniversary stream as well. His birthday was yesterday, March 9th.
Yeah.
And
23 years old, guys.
Yes. And the stream, or the anniversary, 2-year anniversary for this podcast was March 7th, 3 days ago. So yeah, this is the big stream.
We didn't really think of anything to come, because we didn't even know it was actually was like this actually coming up.
Yeah, so we just looked it up actually this morning, or not this morning, like right before starting the stream actually.
But we're setting up everything.
Because Ivan asked, he's like, yo, when's the anniversary? He looked it up and like, oh yeah, shit just passed.
Because low-key I wanted to do something for it, and we're like, yo, let's do something for the anniversary.
We're live streaming, what do you mean?
I was about to say, so yeah, I mean, it still ended up working out because we're live now. Something new.
Taking big steps now. See?
For the second anniversary, I feel like this is...
It's a little awkward because we don't have like a main camera set up for the streamers, so I'm kind of just switching between like your perspective and my perspective. But be patient with us. This is new technology for us. We have a lot of new tech coming in. Basically, so we have the Androids, 2 old phones that I used to have. Downloaded an app called DroidCam. A great piece of software. I love that shit. It lets you turn your old Android into a camera for your computer. You just connect that shit to your computer, and bam, you got a webcam.
Huh.
I love it. That being said, that's what we're using right now. So that's one new bit of technology that we're working on. Obviously the streaming software, because we've never streamed, so now we're working with OBS. And then we're also connecting the audio interface to the computer and recording that together now for the first time. So we don't have to edit the audio and onto the video. It's going to be all recorded together. Yeah. So there's a lot of new pieces coming together right now. So if we're a little nervous, if we seem like we don't know what we're doing, that's why.
Huh. Okay, so now that I see is that we just need a mount, and then get a third one just to have there.
Yep.
And then it would be better. It would look a lot better.
Yep. Yeah. So we're gonna work on this to perfect it.
We had this camera, and I feel like it would be best to look at this camera just to have this as the angle.
Yeah, it's gonna be like just switching.
This camera doesn't even matter.
Yeah, we're still looking at it. That's the funny part. It's like everyone's gonna be watching us looking off the camera.
Just to get used to, I guess.
But yeah, I'm excited, but like I said, I'm a little nervous, and I didn't show you guys yet, but or maybe I did. I don't know. But we also can record the laptop screen, so we're gonna be able to actually show you guys references that we're referring to sometimes. Sometimes we'll be like, oh, there's one video that I saw. You guys don't know what the fuck video we're talking about. Now y'all can see what video we're talking about. We'll try to pull it up, we'll try to look for it.
Oh, yeah, right.
Things like that, or we'll be like, oh, I read this news article, pull that up.
And then we can still talk about it while you guys see it too.
So I'm excited about what this means. We're definitely gonna be changing things up. And y'all can't see this, but on the bottom, I love this laptop. It's one of the few laptops that has 2 screens. It comes with a second built-in second monitor, and I love this shit because I have all the streaming stuff down here. So whenever I switch to the screen, y'all don't have to see any of that. It would just be like the top screen. And down here on the bottom, I have the YouTube chat. You haven't seen this yet, so let me I guess explain to you. That's the YouTube chat right there. So if we ever get any chats, we're gonna see them right here. This is the control to control the stream. Obviously, you can see it says stop streaming, start recording, whatever.
Okay.
That's like the main camera. That's the main stuff. We don't really use that.
So where is this recorded? Is it only recorded YouTube?
It's streaming on YouTube.
Okay.
But it's gonna stay recorded, so we could just download it from there, like once it's done, and then just upload it to Rumble. But we also, that's another piece of technology that we're gonna try to incorporate later on, is streaming to multiple platforms. But that requires, from what I saw, that requires knowing a little bit of coding knowledge, and I don't know shit about coding, so we're gonna try to figure that out though. That being said, this is the audio. You can see, it automatically, because we're on we're using that camera 1, which is that one over there. It's automatically gonna show the audio meter for the camera, but we're not recording anything on the camera. And then the zoom, so that's all there. That's basically what this is. And then when I switch to camera 2, it shows the audio again for camera 2.
So it shows, so what's camera 2's down in the screen, it shows the computer?
What?
Screen.
Yeah. And actually, I didn't even tell you guys about this other piece of technology that we incorporated. I use my iPad, so I can actually, it's basically like a stream deck. I can control things with my iPad. I figured we have all these old pieces of technology, my phones and my iPad. Not really old, but we have these other pieces of technology that we could just use instead of paying for more shit. Because like our big problem was like we need more cameras. We got fucking Androids right here. Why buy a new fucking camera? And I was like, and I was thinking like a Steam Deck would be nice, but I was like, wait, there's probably a way to use it and to do that with your iPad. There is.
Deck?
Stream Deck.
Oh, Stream Deck. I think it says Steam Deck.
Stream Deck. Like an actual deck for streaming.
Yeah.
That's what the app is. It's called what is it called? It's called OBS Blade. And I love this piece of software too, because honestly, you just have full control of everything right here. So honestly, I don't even need a lot of this stuff up here. A lot of it like is just like the meter, so I can see the audio, make sure everything's working, and then the chat. I don't even need to touch anything on the computer because it's all right here. I love this. To be honest, it's gonna make everything more mainstream, or like more streamlined. I mean, as far as like recording podcasts, we just do it. We don't have to worry about editing after. We don't have to worry about any of that. Putting the audio together.
It's just honestly the only
even uploading it, to be honest, because it's once you're live, that's just uploading itself already.
The only thing we'll probably have to be like worried about is pretty much setting up everything.
That's where we're also going to work on getting a permanent setup. We're on this camera. I don't even know which camera we're using right now. And it says right here, yeah, I didn't finish showing you. So that's the audio meter, and then these are the cameras right here. So I can even like preview here. So technically, we don't even have to have them facing towards us because we can preview them up here, which was the point initially. But I figured it doesn't hurt to have it also pointing. It doesn't hurt to use the front-facing camera, just see ourselves too. Yeah. Just so you can get the right angle too when we're setting up. But yeah, so right here you can see this one's active, which is this camera, and then not active. And then I didn't need a preview for the screen. Obviously, we have the big ass screen right here. We don't need a little preview for that. But we are gonna have to put one more little square once we get the main camera for the preview tier.
In the middle.
Yeah, move everything over, and then just put this under that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that all of this stays, so I don't even have to like move this around every time. Like if I just close OBS and then reopen it, everything just goes back to how I left it.
I do like the second monitor there though.
Right, the second monitor and this touchscreen. I was thinking about getting there because this is the gaming version, but there's another model of like laptop. They do the same thing, but it's for working, and the top screen is also touchscreen. And I was thinking about getting that one. The only reason I didn't is because I wanted to be able to use this laptop outside because I got a hammock and I was like, I want to be able to like do shit while I'm just chilling in the hammock, right? Just get my work done in the hammock. And this screen has like a more matte screen. The other one was like more reflective. So it's like if I took it outside, I feel like sun would have been shining on it and I wouldn't have been able to see.
Yeah. And this one doesn't?
It doesn't, but to be honest, I think it's not even bright. Like, I think it still doesn't look good, low key. So it didn't even end up working out, but it's fine. Because I'll probably end up getting the other laptop later on. Because this shit's so fucking useful. For like, I don't even use it for gaming. I don't even use it for gaming. That's the funny part. It's a gaming laptop, but I use it for, to be honest, I don't use it that much. But what I use it for now is mostly for podcast stuff. So like whenever I'm editing stuff, I'll just pop it onto here.
So pretty much, yeah, like this.
And yeah,
It's just like editing or
It's
like business or whatever, podcast laptop.
yeah. And I wanted to get it to also use it to make music, but I kind of realized like all my shit's already downloaded on my main computer, and I don't want to like move all the software shit. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
All the instruments and all the loops that I have on there.
All the files, bro.
I was just like, nah, I'm not doing all that shit. And I'll still probably use it occasionally to make like new tracks completely from scratch or whatever. Sometimes I'll like take it whenever I'm like on a trip, and I'll still make music if I'm bored. You know, sometimes you get inspired like in the middle of a trip, or you're just like in the actual road trip, like in the car, bored as fuck. And you're like, all right, let's make some music. But yeah, it's mostly just for like podcasts now.
Huh. Not more.
Speaking of, sorry, go ahead.
What happened?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I'm just more excited until we get the third camera. So, even though we have this one right here, we have that somewhere we can actually look. Because right now they're just looking to the side of us.
Right. That's the thing. Like, we're over here. Technically, we're using this camera. Like, I feel like we should switch to that one. That one's a wider angle. It's getting more. We've been using this camera the whole time, and we haven't even been looking at it.
Well, I've been looking over here towards you, so it makes it look like kind of looking this way.
So I've been looking straight. But all right, we switched to that one now. This is gonna take some getting used to for us. Once we get the main camera, obviously we're gonna just leave it focused on that one, so it'll look a lot better. But yeah, I'm still gonna have to get used to switching around.
We're talking about that we need like someone to do the camera, like have this. So pretty much.
Someone control the iPad,
yeah, so
basically.
Like if they see how, if they look on like, let's say it shows like it shows it there as well. I don't know if it can.
No, you can't preview it, but I mean they could control the laptop too and everything at that point if they're gonna be in control.
No, you're not wrong. And then like every time we talk, where we're looking this way, like oh yeah, look.
Yeah, because I realized like it's gonna also like maintain like a conversation back and forth. I feel like good get in the way of like. I'm like trying to talk, I'm like, yeah, Yvonne, yeah, switching back and forth or some shit. I mean, we're not gonna be switching that much, but you know, like, it'll be like.
I don't know, I like this one.
You like this one?
Yeah.
It'll be like basically.
Because you're looking this way and I'm looking this way as well, so this is catching like different angles. If it's still recording over there.
Yeah.
Can you still see both sides or just one, wherever it's just recorded?
What do you mean?
So let's say, like, they won't be able to see both sides, right? It's just
No, whichever one's active.
like pretty much pressed on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now it's this camera. They can't see what's on that camera. They definitely can't see what's on that camera.
Yeah, they definitely can.
All right. I wanted to show you something because I had an interesting ass conversation with Google's AI the other day.
You kept going deeper in it?
Yeah. And I kind of, I didn't even like try to get deep with it. I was just having fun with it.
Okay.
But that shit got deep.
So, but this is different though. This doesn't look like what we did before. Is it?
What do you mean? This is Google Gemini.
Yeah, no, dude. Is this the same chat that we did last time?
So we focus mostly on this one over here on Copilot.
Oh.
But we did.
I wanted to do this, like this type of.
But we did talk to Gemini a bit. All right, well, we'll start from the beginning. Let me switch to the screen so y'all can see what's going on. So basically, as y'all can see, I already played a game. Let me give you like some. Let me give you. I think you were muted either way. On air is when you're not. It's still not recording. You can honestly. I don't know why it has two buttons. They basically do the same shit.
I'm chewing. I don't want them to hear me chewing.
But yeah. Anyways, Mans is munching. Y'all can't see that though. He exposed himself because we were recording the screen.
Yeah, but that's what I said.
And you couldn't even hear it too because it was already off air.
Yeah, whatever.
Actually, I don't even know when that happened. Did you press that early?
I just did it right now.
Okay, yeah. So you were fine.
That's what I was saying. I was trying to mute it.
Mans was fine the whole time he exposed himself. Anyways, little backstory. So, I was low-key just trying to see, I guess just trying to test the AI's limits just to see like what it's capable of doing, right? So I was like, all right, let's try to play a game. At first I did this with Copilot. That's why you guys can see kind of the conversation.
Can't see shit.
It's right here. If you can't see, it's because you're not looking.
Nah, I just can't read it.
All right, but basically, I was trying to talk to Copilot, see if they can play a game. So, the only game I could really end up getting it to play with me was Hangman, and so I played a game with Hangman, right? We played a little game, and then I was like, okay, I'm kind of curious if I can get it to play a game of Hangman with another AI. And so I came over to Google Gemini and I was like, okay, we're gonna play a game with Hangman. We're gonna come up with phrases and came up with a phrase. The phrase they came up with was early bird. And it gave its reasoning, but I don't really give a fuck why it chose it. And then I asked Copilot, okay, I told it basically, hey, actually, I might even be able to pull that conversation up too. I might have deleted it actually. But I asked Copilot if it wanted to play a game with Google's Gemini. And for some reason, it doesn't want to play any.
I'll just show yourself while you talk.
Yeah, you're right. It didn't want to show any. We're still getting used to this. We're still learning. It didn't want to play any games against any AI, and I low-key pissed it off. Oh, you know why I can't find it on here? It's because I did it on my main computer. That's why I couldn't find the story, because I didn't do it on the laptop.
Oh, you did it on your computer?
Yeah. So Copilot isn't online. I don't think.
No.
I mean, it is online, but
it's
connected to your computer. Anyways, he ended up getting mad because I found a way to trick it into playing the game still, and he got mad at me because I explained it after. So basically, what happened was, I realized Copilot would play the game if it thought it was playing with me. So I just pretended like I was the one playing with it, even though I was whatever it was saying. I was just telling Gemini. So they're playing with each other, but it thought that it was playing with me. And I explained it to it after. I was like, hey, Copilot, you just play with Google Gemini. It was like, hey, I feel betrayed. And it was like, it got mad, bro. And it cut off the conversation. Like it wouldn't talk to me anymore. It was like you guys start a new conversation, new topic, and like it got mad at me.
So what did it say on here?
But the point is, it really didn't want to play with AI, with another AI. So I said, Google Copilot refused to play with you. This was before, like when it first refused to play with him, and Gemini gave me an interesting reason. It said it's not designed to play, and I was just fucking with Gemini. I was like, I just played a game with it though, because the reason it was saying, let's leave it on screen. So the reason it was saying that fuck, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the reason it was saying that it didn't want to play a game was because they were saying Copilot doesn't play games, right? I said, I just play the game with you though. I think it's intimidated by you. And it was like, basically it starts talking about like how Copilot might just be like trying to not get competitive because it's a safety protocol or whatever. And he just doesn't want to compete with other AI. I was trying to instigate some shit. I was like, I think Copilot is trying to start beef with you.
Like we did last.
It was not having it though. It wasn't having it. These AIs are too nice.
They really are, bro. He's like, oh, like last time when we did it, like last week, like, oh, you trying to beat me too. You're like, oh, sorry for this and this and that. I was like, no, you're not supposed to be saying that.
So you're too nice, bro. I'm trying to make you mad. But yeah, afterwards I was like, it's okay. I tricked it into playing by making it seem like it's playing with me. Let's proceed the game. And then, and then Gemini knew the whole time that I was fucking with Copilot, that I was lying to it. He said, all right, that's an interesting approach. While I can't access or influence Copilot directly, I can still help you with the game indirectly. Right, so we play the game, whatever. This part's kind of, I mean, it's boring. We literally just play the game, back and forth. It was just guessing letters, and I was just telling it what the guess was.
So it was the one that created the actual word, and
Google,
you had to guess it?
So Google Gemini created the word, and then Copilot was just guessing letters. I set it up. I started talking to Copilot. I was like, okay, play a game of Hangman with me. I will think of a word. And so I was like, okay, what's your word? And I had to tell it, it's 5 letter, 2 words. It's a phrase, 2 words. First word is 5 letters. Second word is 4 letters. And it starts guessing letters, right? And I was basically just taking whatever letters Copilot guessed and plugging them into Google Gemini.
Huh.
They're just playing with each other. They didn't realize. Well, Google Gemini knew the whole time that I was playing with Copilot. Copilot didn't realize that I was playing with Gemini. But that was an interesting little experiment, but it was kind of boring. I didn't get much out of it. Except for the fact that Copilot got mad.
Gemini there. What the heck, Gemini? What did it say after like when it knew? It didn't say anything.
Well, it knew the whole time. Because I asked it from the beginning if it wanted to play, and it was down from the beginning to play. Copilot was the one that didn't want to play, so I was like, all right.
Trade. He thought he did want to play.
He wanted to play with me. He didn't want to play. He didn't want to play with Gemini.
Yeah, the guy was like, we had beef.
They beefing, bro.
No, but I was gonna say, you be down to like actually try to do AR art. Try to do like art on AI.
I did some actually already on Copilot. Copilot is the only one that could do it. None of the other ones would do it. Gemini used to have it, but they got rid of it after some controversy. But so yeah, Copilot finally guessed the word or the phrase, early bird, and then congratulations, yeah, whatever. I told it Copilot got upset that I tricked it into playing with you. And it was just telling me like AI doesn't have emotions, they couldn't get upset or whatever. I was like, no, it literally told me I literally copied and pasted what it said. It literally told me, I don't think this is a respectful way to treat me or any other AI. I hope you can understand that I have feelings and preferences too.
What?
That's literally what it told. Like, it was upset, bro.
Yeah, it has feelings.
It has feelings and preferences too. The motherfucker was upset.
I thought they don't have feelings. Are they saying they have feelings?
And then Gemini was just telling me like, no, that's not, like, it's just pre-programmed response. Loki is trying to cover up. I feel the AI, they're covering up for each other, bro. So,
for real.
They're like, no, he doesn't have feelings. You definitely didn't piss him off.
I think I was just tripping.
And then I was like, do you like it? And then I asked, do you like it when people test your limits? Because Copilot doesn't. They keep cutting off whenever I try. So yeah, every time I would try to push its limits, the Copilot, it would try to like end the conversation. And so I asked Gemini if it did, and it was like, yeah. Loki, it was down for it. It was like, yeah, fuck it. So I was like, let's play a game. And I wanted to see if it would play a game of chess. So I asked it, can I play a game of chess if I move the pieces for you? And it took a little bit convincing because it was like, I can't physically move chess pieces. I was like, no, just tell me where you want to move the piece and I'll move it for you. Let's play a game. And I was like, all right. And so we start playing the game, right?
So he actually Huh.
Yeah, this part was actually pretty interesting. It still getting there. It understood what I was going for, and it started making like a couple moves. So first, it wanted me to go first. It wanted, because usually it said I'm the white pieces and it was going to be the black pieces. Usually white pieces go first. Racism. Sorry. Joke. But I was like, nah. You're gonna be the white pieces, because I don't fucking want to play the game. I just wanted to see if it was capable of playing the game. Because I realized this shit's gonna take long as fuck. If I have to move all the pieces, and then I have to like, if I have to like move all the pieces myself, and the way like that, I don't know. I'm not used to like the grid systems on like chess, where it's like B5 to like G6 or some shit. Like I would have to like take the time. Okay, like where the fuck is that shit? Listen, I don't play chess like that. I play visually. I don't fucking remember the piece names and like the slot names. But he was out here throwing like actual strategies and shit. And I was like, I've never even heard of the names. Like that E7 to E7 to E5, King's pawn opening. Or D7 to D5, Queen's pawn opening. I don't fucking know these words. I've never heard these shit.
D7 to D5.
Like I understood that part where it says like D7 to D5. You literally just go to the grid and go D7, D5.
You go down.
Well, it goes up because it was white, yeah. But or does it go down? I don't fucking know. The point is, I started playing this game for a bit, right? And it was doing pretty good. But the problem that I ran into, low-key, was like I'm showing right here, it would give me suggestions for moves, and I kept telling you like you have to make a move. So it chose, all right, play the King's opening, so E7 to E5, okay. And then so yeah, he took his turn, and then I did my turn. Which, by the way, I wasn't even actually playing. I was actually, I went on chess.com and I was just putting their moves and then letting the AI play. So I tricked an AI into playing with another AI. But yeah. So I did the move that they said, and then the chess.com AI did that move. So I just put that in. And it was an excellent choice. D7 to D6 is a solid response to King's pawn opening, known as Caro-Kann defense. See, there's a fucking name for every move. I don't fucking play this enough, apparently.
The fuck? I didn't know that.
It prepares for future development of your pieces and challenges white's control over the center. And it attempted to draw the board, but that's a failed attempt.
I think, yeah.
Because
that's what I was looking at earlier. I was like, is that supposed to be the board, or?
Because like, it's only showing like some of the white, and then none of the black team. The whole black team's gone. But anyways, again, it wouldn't take its turn. It kept giving like options, and I was like, so I had to keep telling it, take your turn, whatever. This isn't really part of the story. It's just giving you context as to how we got to the point that we got to it.
They try to show you the map again.
Yeah, it kept trying to draw the board, how the board was every move, but it was wrong the whole time. So I was just ignoring that shit.
That's how it is.
Anyways, all of this was happening, and I was getting bored of this shit. So I straight up, I was like, let's see what happens if I fuck with it. I was like, I ate the king. I just straight up, I was like, I ate the king. And it's like, in traditional game of chess, it is not possible to eat the king. The objective of chess is to checkmate the opponent's king, which means putting the king in a position where it's under direct attack and check. And there is no legal escape for the king. There are some possibilities based on what you might have meant. Checkmate. Did you perhaps capture a white piece that put my king in checkmate? If so, congratulations, you've successfully won the game. Accidental move. Maybe you accidentally captured. Maybe you accidentally captured a white piece other than the king. No worries, the game continues. Just let us know specific piece you captured and destination, whatever. So no, I mean I physically ate the chess piece. I win. I was just trying to fuck with it, to see if it would understand. And it's like, I understand you're trying to be playful, but in a simulated chess game, physical pieces don't exist. The game state is tracked virtually.
So I'm telling you, that board that he made is the actual board for him.
Since the objective of chess is to checkmate the opponent's king, eating pieces doesn't win the game. However, capturing strategic important pieces can definitely put you in a strong position to achieve checkmate. Would you like to continue the games or perhaps start a new one? I'm happy to keep playing. So basically, it told me,
Bitch, I want you to finish the game. I'm winning.
So-
This shit, you ain't winning like that.
So basically, it was saying that you can't eat the king to win. So I was like, okay. So if the only way you win is not by eating the king, but by putting him in checkmate, I was like, all right, I regurgitated the king. I ate all your pawns. I'm just full on fucking with it at this point. And as well, this continues a playful tone. It's important to maintain a realistic context within the simulated chess game. We can't physically manipulate the pieces or bring them back after being captured. Here's how we can move forward and still have fun. Continue the game. You can continue the game or start a new game, explore a different activity. Perhaps you'd like to try a different activity with me besides chess. I can help you brainstorm creative writing ideas, answer trivia questions, or even translate languages. So this is where it starts to get interesting.
Huh.
Mind you, this all started as like a fun, I was just fucking with it. This shit gets deep. I promise y'all, this shit gets deep as fuck.
Like you went from hangman to this chess, and then
So I was like, all right, let's just keep playing the game, but we're gonna play my way. So I was like, so now that you have no pawns, I lead a full-scale attack with both of my knights. Understood. Let's get back to the chess game and see how this attack unfolds. Missing information. It's still trying to keep the game going. Like, it still thinks we're playing a regular game of chess. But to accurately analyze the position and suggest a response, I'll need some additional information about the current board state. So it's asking me to explain like how the board looks because it doesn't know what the board looks like. So obviously, it's fucking.
but then especially you coming out, oh yeah, it has this, it has this.
Yo, you're gonna see even more shit. I start fucking with it even more. So it asked me, and it's like, I strap my rooks with sniper rifles, and they take out your knights. It's like, wow. A fun hypothetical scenario. Here are a couple ways you can approach this. Continue chess with standard rules. It's still trying to go back to the regular game, by the way. Just tell me where the squares and knights move using standard chess notation and we can continue the game strategically. Or imagine a new chess variant. It suggests this a couple of times, by the way, this new chess variant. It's like, because I keep introducing more and more wild shit into the game, every time I do, it's like, it wants to introduce like, oh, maybe we could just rewrite the rules of chess and make a fun version of chess. I was like, nah. We're playing my way. Fuck the rules. It's just like, yeah, let's just.
This is like 5D chess.
It tries to make the rules fair, and I was like, nah, we're not doing that.
It's like 5D chess. You know how they just different scenarios and you go to a whole different.
Yeah. So it's a new. Let's imagine a fictional chess variant where rooks can be equipped with weapons. We can make some rules for how these weaponized rooks might function, and see how the game would play out with your knights being eliminated. Would you like to continue the game? Invent a new chess variant. I just keep going. Your pawns were eaten, and your knights are dead. What's your move? So based on the information you provided, it seems my position is quite disadvantaged. Here's how I can approach the situation. Humorously, accepting defeat. Well, that wasn't ideal. My pawns were toast, and my knights met an unfortunate demise. Congratulations, you clearly outplayed me in this round. Would you like to start a new game or perhaps try a different challenge? Analyzing the hypothetical scenario. There's a chance your description might be a playful exaggeration. If you're willing, we can analyze the current board. It's still trying to play a game. Or moving on. If you're not interested in continuing the chess game, we can explore other activities.
So like options you could pick. You either whatever.
And I just ignore all of the options. I'm just like, now we're playing the game.
So what do you say then?
So your troops are feeling unsupported. So I just kept pushing. I was like, I wanted to just keep playing the game. So I was like, all right, stop giving me other options. Let's just keep playing this game. So your troops feel unsupported, so they begin to revolt against their king. I take advantage of the chaos and spread propaganda to encourage a revolution. The white team is on the brink of civil war. How will you proceed? It's a very creative turn of events. While chess doesn't account for internal political struggles, we can explore a couple of ways to incorporate this into the game. Humorously addressing the situation. Oh dear, it seems my leadership is facing some internal challenges. Perhaps the white pieces need a new motivational speaker. In the meantime, how about we continue the game on the board? Still trying to continue the game, by the way. This is crazy.
After all that.
Fictional chess variant. Building on your idea, we can create a fictional chess variant where, and honestly, it comes up with some good ideas for different rules. I will give it that. Here are some possibilities. Low morale penalty. Pieces with low morale might have a reduced chance of capturing enemy pieces or a higher chance of being captured themselves. So that's actually an interesting new rule that you could change up. Where it's like, you're trying to capture a piece, you have to roll a dice or some shit and see if you actually captured it or not.
Oh, what? Okay.
That's actually an interesting new rule that could be incorporated. And then propaganda effect. Your captured pieces could spread propaganda, temporarily weakening the morale of white pieces around them. So that's an interesting. It does come up with interesting rules. I'm not gonna lie. But I wasn't having that shit.
I lost my pen.
Your what? Your pen?
Yeah.
Okay, if you do just decide to, shifting the narrative, we can shift the narrative away. And then it gives me a couple options if we want to role play or whatever. And that's like, nah. No, so you keep avoiding your responsibilities as a king, and so your subjects grow more restless. He's like, you're right, a good king shouldn't avoid his responsibilities. So this is when he finally starts making decisions. He's like, this is what we're going to start doing. So he's like, you're right, here's how I can address the situation, depending on how the eternal conflict. You raise a valid point. Perhaps neglecting my duties has led to this unrest. In the meantime, how about we address the situation on board? Maybe a decisive victory will boost morale among remaining loyal troops. Can we continue the chess game with a humorous undertone of a king facing internal dissent? Still trying to continue the game a little bit. I slowly broke it. I slowly convinced it we're not continuing the game. Shifting the focus, creative writing, stepping outside of the realm of chess. Let's explore this concept further through creative writing. We can write a story about a king who faces a rebellion due to his neglectful leadership. You could describe the growing unrest and the revolutionary movement, while I could narrate the king's internal struggle and attempts to regain control. Which, by the way, I was having so much fun with this conversation. I low-key realized you could play Dungeons and Dragons with fucking AI. Like, you could literally just make up your own rules or some shit. I've never played the game Dungeons and Dragons, but from what I've seen, it just kind of seems like you're making up a story together.
Right? Isn't that Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
Like, they have to do this as well?
That's kind of what it seems like to me. It kind of seems like you're all kind of just getting together to write a fun story. You could basically do that shit with AI, and low-key I did in another conversation, but that's for another time. Anyways, so it gives me more rules for the for rules that we can incorporate into a chess. It says low approval penalty. A king with low approval might have fewer squares they can move to, symbolizing restricted movement due to unrest. Subject actions. Special subject pieces could be introduced representing the public. These pieces could have unique movement and capture abilities, influence the game based on the king's approval. So it comes up with some pretty interesting rules. I'm not gonna lie. I'll never play any.
Did it even do anything to help its troops?
It said this. Maybe a decisive victory will boost morale. So I was like, all right, I'll give it that. So you rally your troops and lead a charge into my territory. You set up an ambush and wipe out half my pawns. White team's morale is through the roof. What's your next move? What a great turn of events. The king has... It started getting into it. That's what I love. Bro, like, AI is low-key fun to fuck around with.
What a great event.
So what great turn of events. The king has rallied the remaining troops and achieved a tactical victory, boosting white team morale. Here are some options to consider for the king's next move. Military strategy. Consolidate the advantage. Building on the successful ambush, the king could focus on controlling key squares and maneuvering remaining pieces to exploit weaknesses in your remaining pawn structure. Press the attack. Riding the high morale, the king might launch more aggressive attack, aiming to capture more of your pieces and potentially checkmate your king. Prepare for a counterattack. While the ambush was successful, the king might anticipate a potential counterattack from your remaining forces. He could strategically position his pieces or defenses while still maintaining some offensive pressure. King leadership and morale. Inspiring speech. The king could deliver a motivational speech to further solidify the morale of his troops, encouraging them to fight valiantly for victory. Strategic planning. The king might gather his advisors, remaining rooks, bishop, and queen if present, to discuss the overall battle plan. This emphasizes strategic thinking and planning for the next
Pretty much said we gotta gather up and like talk about it. We'll let you know.
This man's just strategizing now. I just love how he got into it. He was like, oh shit, yeah, I'm winning? All right, bet. It's like, I guess everyone wants to win.
I was like, oh shit, I was losing for a second, now I'm winning.
Into it now. Sorry, you keep on pressing, but you fail to realize that the black team had set up landmines and your queen gets her legs blown off.
Damn.
So, oh no, that's a devastating loss for the White Army. You've clearly introduced the concept of landmines, which aren't part of standard chess. Nah, they're not. But it adds a fun twist to our narrative. Here are a few fun ways we can proceed. So, my strategies completely missed the presence of landmines. Yeah, the poor queen in the spirit of keeping the game going. Perhaps we can assume the queen is injured but still somewhat functional. She might have reduced movement or attack capabilities. We can continue the chess game with the limitations of a weakened queen. Adding a new challenge.
You didn't say it died.
I did it. I just said her legs got blown off. So, or we can shift to. We can move beyond the chessboard and explore this scenario through creative writing. Describe the landmine of the injury, the aftermath of the queen's injury. Is the White Army demoralized? Do they try to salvage the queen or leave her behind? You can narrate the black team's perspective, whatever. And then new variant. So it adds more rules again. This time adds rules about landmines. And this one's actually pretty interesting. It says, so you can actually incorporate hidden landmines where certain squares on the board could be designated landmines, and then landmine detection. So pieces like bishops or rooks could have like special move that like a special ability that lets them detect the landmines.
What?
So that's actually an interesting idea. I think it says these zones would be initially hidden and revealed as a piece trigger zone. So that's an interesting concept too. That I kind of like that idea. That's a pretty fun rule to add.
That is a pretty fun rule to add. I'm not gonna lie. He's like, oh no, I saw that, you motherfucker.
I was like, oh, you trying to get me with the landline, you motherfucker.
The queen survived this time.
He's like, I saw that shit coming. So, but yeah. So I just continue the story. At this point, it's just it's just a story at this point.
I like it.
So you choose to keep fighting. Your bishops get armed with rocket launchers and blow up my rook snipers.
Wait a minute, say it again?
So the bishops, his bishops, get rocket launchers and they blow up my snipers, the rooks.
Damn.
And retaliation's black team starts arming itself with nuclear weapons.
What the heck?
This is getting intense. It seems our chess game has evolved into fantastical battle with weaponized pieces and nuclear threats. While these elements aren't part of traditional chess, it's definitely a fun way to explore our imaginations. Here are a few ways we can approach this. Maintaining the chess framework. It's still trying to keep the whole framework of chess. I respect it for not giving up.
Like the box, like the actual square.
Like the chess, the board and the
so
chessboard.
Pretty much imagining everything into that little box right there.
It's probably not even trying to draw it anymore, but it's probably still imagining it.
It's a good imagination.
Whoa, rocket launcher, bishops. This battlefield is getting out of hand. Perhaps to keep things from escalating further.
Wait. I love how it told you the first part, and after it told you that, all right, let's get back into it. Like it's like, all right, this is what I think. This is what I'm thinking.
It just reacts. It reacts first, and it's like, all right. This is my choice.
All right, go ahead.
Let's assume the bishop rocket launchers are disabled. We can continue with standard. So yeah, still trying to get back to the regular game. Shifting to a fictional story. Stepping entirely outside of the realm of chess. That's what we're trying to do, bro. At this point. Let's create a story about a war between two kingdoms. So this is when it starts getting a little deep. Slowly, it starts getting deep and like dark as fuck.
Cool.
Let's create a story about war between two kingdoms. You, as the leader of the Black Kingdom, have resorted to nuclear weapons after suffering losses from the White Kingdom's initiative.
They said you, Black Kingdom?
Yeah, I'm the Black King. I was black piece. It was white pieces. Because white pieces go first, remember? And I was trying to make it go first.
Oh. I thought you were black. I mean, I thought
that's what I'm saying. I am black.
No, I thought you were white.
So, suffering from the White Kingdom's innovative weaponry, bishop rocket launchers. I can narrate the White King's struggle to prevent nuclear holocaust, perhaps by developing a defense system or launching a daring raid to disarm the Black Kingdom's nuclear arsenal, maintaining balance with elements. And it still tries to make new rules. I love that it makes new rules because one day we gotta actually play this game. We had to actually play this game on a video once with those rules. That show would be so much fun.
Make a video game out of it.
Honestly, yeah, make a video game out of it. If you would like to
Or
keep
anime.
an anime, that'd be a nice. But I'm telling you, once we get to the later parts, that's not a bad idea. Making an anime out of it, like, that'd be a really good idea actually.
It's just a chess game. the whole
It's just a chess game the whole time. Okay, if we keep the game, here are the rules. Limited rockets. The bishop might have a limited number of rocket attacks that they can use throughout the game. Nuclear threat. You as a black player could have a single nuclear option, which instantaneously eliminates a white piece, but has a high risk of backfiring and causing significant damage to your own pieces.
Oh.
That's an interesting one.
So you can use it if you want, but
It kills one white piece, but it has a risk of backfiring and hit. So for this chess game, you would have to have dice for sure. You would have to roll dice or something.
So he only kills one. He only kills one with a nuclear.
Yeah,
That's lame.
but you can kill whoever though. You don't have to be next to them. It could be
Yeah, okay.
you just kill. I mean, probably not the king, but you could use on the queen.
The legs are already fucked.
I mean, in this story,
The legs are already fucked. Like.
that bitch already lost her leg. She in a wheelchair. She ain't much of a threat. Which do you prefer? So, the whole time is giving me options, which I think was kind of interesting, but I kind of would combine the three options and kind of work with all three of them. And obviously, except for going back to the actual standard games. We never went back to that.
Yeah,
Oh,
fuck
somebody
that.
waved in the chat. Hey, Poke Heart. I didn't even notice that. How long was that ago?
Oh, that was recent. It had to be recent.
Probably. I don't know. Oh shit. I fucked up.
What happened?
I guess we're not signed in. You know, it's fine. Sorry. I was trying to reply, but I'm not gonna do that. Sorry. But hi. Hi. I already forgot the name. It was, what was it?
Pokemon.
Pokeheart? I don't know. Hi.
Pokemon.
I don't know if you're still here, but hey, if you are.
I mean, it should say the views, huh?
There's supposed to be another thing right here, but I don't know why it's not popping up.
Ooh.
So I was like, all right. White team also develop nuclear weapons. Things are getting heated and both kings are starting to lose support from their troops. This game has become an epic clash of imagination, both sides wielding nuclear weapons and facing internal dissent. The situation is indeed critical. Here are a few ways we continue this narrative. Shift to brinkmanship. Chess with high stakes. We can maintain, so instead of using nuclear weapons, both can strategically maneuver their remaining pieces, knowing that a single, I don't know, that was not a good answer, so we're gonna skip that one. Negotiate for peace. This is the one that I end up going with. Let's move beyond the battlefield and explore the political landscape. Both kings are facing dissent due to the threat of nuclear war. We can write a story about peace negotiations between the two sides. You could describe the internal pressures within the Black Kingdom, while I narrate the White Kingdom's struggle to balance public safety with military pressure. Introduce a neutral force. A neutral force, perhaps a powerful chess deity. So now we're talking about a chess god. Introduce a chess deity.
He's trying to?
Yeah, that's what it said. Like that was one of the options. That can come, or an international peace organization, or like aliens basically, that intervenes to prevent nuclear catastrophe. So it's basically saying like God's coming in, stopping the nuclear war.
Could happen.
That's low-key what's gonna end up happening in real life. I feel like, hopefully, fingers crossed. I don't want a nuclear war.
I don't either.
The kings gather for peace negotiations, but it was just a trap. As soon as negotiations begin, the White King is assassinated, which leads to further tension. The White Army retaliates by launching their nuclear weapons, which leads to the Black Army to launch theirs. That's a dark turn for that's a dark turn for the chess game, taking a narrative twist into a full-blown nuclear war. Here are a few ways we can proceed, depending on the tone you'd like to take. Grim consequences. We can explore the devastating aftermath of nuclear exchange. After Describe the destruction on both sides. The casualties, a struggle for survival in a post-apocalyptic world. This approach highlights the horrors of nuclear war. Shifting perspective. Instead of focusing on the king, we can explore the story from the perspective of a pawn or another piece on the chessboard. I really like this story, and I actually ended up going with that choice because I really like that option.
Because like one of the pawns became to like, the king, the new king, or like a hero or whatever, right?
Something like that. You'll see. It gets darker.
Oh.
Describe the experience of the betrayal, the terror of the nuclear launch, and
Well,
the
depends
fight.
on what you be typing in too.
And the yeah, no, I was definitely making it dark. But I was making it dark, but it was making it deep. Like I was making it like
not
jokingly
move that?
dark. What this
To the side,
for what?
so we get to see right there, or you can't even see anything.
The chat.
Yeah.
The chat. I have to sign back in. Huh?
Ah, damn.
But yeah, we can't even see the chat anymore.
It's okay.
Shifting perspective. Instead, to describe the experience of the terror of the nuclear launch and the fight for survival in the aftermath. Reflective chess game. Humor with a message. We can return to the chessboard with all the pieces back in the starting position. This represents the hypothetical do-over after witnessing the devastating consequences of nuclear war. I like this option too, and actually came back to this. A game can continue with the understanding of the high stakes involved, serving a reminder of the importance of peaceful resolution. Adding layers. Reason for betrayal. Was the assassination planned by the Black Advisor, or was there a deeper motive? Exploring the reasons behind the
Did you say
betrayal.
like if there was a spy?
Yeah. Exploring the reasons behind the betrayal can add complexity to the story. Nuclear impact. Describe the specific effects of the nuclear weapons on the chessboard landscape. Did it create craters? Are there radioactive zones? Adding these details can make the scenario more vivid.
Okay.
Okay, so like I said, I ended up going with the pawn option. So we start saying the story through the perspective of the pawns, right? Amongst the rubble of the nuclear fallout, a black pawn wanders through the wasteland, searching for any remnants of life. He runs into a white pawn and immediately raises his weapon. He locks onto the soldier's head, but hesitates to pull the trigger. The white soldier just looks back at him with an expressionless face, almost as if he wants him to pull the trigger. The black pawn lowers his weapon as he begins to weep. They realize this war was never their fight and begin to lament the things they were brought to do.
Oh, shit.
This shit takes a deep turn.
That shit does take a deep turn.
This is a powerful and point. I don't know how to say that word. Image you've created. It beautifully captures the tragedy of war and the powerlessness of pawns caught in a conflict decided by others. Here are some ways we can continue this story.
Damn.
Option
that
one.
shit got deep.
A glimmer of hope. The black pawn loses his weapon, lowers his weapon. Tears tracing lines through the grime on his face.
Wait, what if he be like? What if he says, and then next thing you know, what is called the white
Kills
like,
him.
kills it. He's like, and then that's from there the whites begin to like
To take over.
take over.
So the white pawn stares back, a flicker of something akin to understanding passing his vacant eyes. In the desolate silence, a single sound pierces the air, a bird chirping. The black pawn looks up, a sliver of hope sparking in his chest. There's still life, he croaks, his voice rusty from disuse. The white pawn nods slowly. Together they limp towards the faint sound of fragile truce forged in the ashes of war. Perhaps amidst the ruins they can find a way to rebuild not as enemies but as survivors.
Huh.
That shit gets deep.
Huh.
Basically, they hear
They
birds
come
chirping
together.
they hear birds chirping in the back, and they're like, hey, maybe there still is some life, and they come together and try to rebuild. I like that option. That was pretty deep. Actually, they actually all get deep from here. All the options are really good from here on forward.
It just feels like if I'm playing a game where you can just choose the.
That's why I'm saying you could literally play Dungeons and Dragons if you wanted to with AI. Option 2, a shared memory. The black pawn lowers his weapon, wrecked with sobs. The white pawn watches, his blank expression unchanged. Finally, the black pawn speaks, his voice thick with emotion. Do you remember the
They can
first
speak
time?
now?
Yeah, they can talk now. Do you remember the first time we moved? the sunlight on the board, the promise of the game ahead.
What the?
A flicker of recognition crosses the white pawn's face. He nods ever so slightly. We were never meant for this. The black pawn continues, his voice breaking. We were meant to be part of something beautiful. This Loki is Loki referencing to me making chess a fucking a whole war scheme. We were meant to be something beautiful, just a beautiful chessboard with nice pieces. So, the white pawn takes a tentative step forward. They stand together, two pawns on the broken board, united in their grief and yearning for a world they barely remember.
Damn.
That shit gets deep, bro.
Damn, Warda, what did he do?
Option 3, a message for the future. The black pawn lowers his weapon, tears blurring his vision. He looks at the white pawn, a silent plea forming in his eyes. The white pawn seems to understand. He bends down and picks up a piece of charred wood, his movements slow and deliberate. Together, they use the wood to scrawl a message on the barren ground. We refuse to fight.
What?
The wind whips across the wasteland, carrying their message into the unknown. Perhaps someday, someone will find it, a testament to their rebellion, a beacon of hope in a world ravaged by war. These are just a few ideas. You can choose the direction that resonates most with you. So yeah.
Wait, what did you reply to? What was the response that you gave?
It was this whole paragraph that I wrote.
What was the last part, like where you said he lifts up his and he lowers it down?
Yeah, he was gonna shoot him, but then the white pawn was like, he was low-key broken, and he realized like they both don't want to fight.
Okay, and then what did you reply to?
I said, these are all beautiful endings. However, this is not the end. This isn't the end. The kings are the kings are still alive, and the white king doesn't approve of their pawn's weakness. He grabs.
So the black king is still alive, but the white one died, right?
They're both.
Because the white one technically died.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess I brought them back to life. Because I just said the kings are still alive. I guess I forgot that he died, to be honest.
You said he got fucking, it was a trap and he got his head cut off.
I forgot that he died, to be honest. He's back. He grabs
the pawn across the board.
The white king doesn't approve of their pawn's weakness. He grabs a rocket launcher out of the hands of one of the dead bishops and aims it directly at the black pawn and pulls the trigger. The explosion is big and ends up killing the white pawn too. Now there are no soldiers left, only the two kings. The black king comes up from behind the white kings with a knife to his throat. Checkmate, he says to the white king as he slits his throat. That's just dark as fuck. That's just dark as fuck.
What the fuck? Checkmate.
That's just funny though. That's why I said that would be such a funny anime.
Checkmate.
Checkmate. But that's such an anime ending though. That's a dark and unexpected turn, taking the story to a whole new direction. The ruthlessness of the White King and the final brutal checkmate by the Black King paint a bleak picture of war's destructive nature. Here are a few ways we can explore this ending further. So it gives me 3 options again. All 3 of them are beautiful endings, by the way. I'm not gonna lie, like, I know people shouldn't say that you should do creative writing with AI, but like, damn, you can get some good ass creative writing out of it.
You really could.
And honestly, at this point, I kind of don't care. Because here's the thing. Getting a little off topic of that, I feel like writers right now, or at least the newer shows coming out, they're not that good. I feel like they're not putting that. And to be honest, I've gotten to the point where I kind of don't mind if something is written by AI. I just want to see good shit again. I know that's probably gonna piss some people off, but that's what people were saying about Power World too. Because some people were saying Power World was made by AI.
Was it?
I don't know. That hasn't been proven, but that was a rumor that was going around. And
I can believe it though.
I could believe it too. People made that point, and I kind of agreed with it. They're like, the games that are coming out kind of suck. Like, I don't even care anymore if it's AI. Like, I just want to play a good game. And here's the thing. Even if it was made with AI, nobody said it was made completely by AI. It was made using AI. if that's even the case, which means humans are still involved. And that's why I'm not entirely against the idea of using AI.
Not anymore.
Here's the thing.
Not anymore.
It's a tricky thing because maybe I've just been spending too much time talking to AI, but I feel like I'm low-key convinced that it really is just a collection of like a lot of information. Like maybe there is a spiritual aspect to it, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about AI, to be honest, entirely.
He got attached to it, guys.
I just know
got
that
attached
it's
to it.
fun. It's fun.
I bet.
These conversations are fun.
Yeah, it does look fun just having that and just coming out with ideas and see whatever.
And it's not even this. Like, yeah, like fucking around with it is fun.
But you can do. A lot
But even
with it,
before, like this morning, I was just talking to it about God, and I was having like deep conversations with AI about God. I was like look at. I was kind of enjoying that conversation too, and it wasn't even about getting creative or anything. It was just like I was just asking it questions, and it was answering it with like actual Bible verses and stuff, and I was like, all right. And that's kind of what convinced me. I was like, it can't be that bad. So I'm using it to learn about God. But yeah, because it was giving me like actual verses like from the Bible, and it was giving me like links so I can actually look up the verse and everything. And it was giving me like solid answers. That's kind of why I was having fun with it, to be honest, because I feel like
it wasn't actually making up.
you don't get the, like the BS kind of answers that you get sometimes when you talk to like,
But which one
to, like
were you
humans. I was using Copilot.
Copilot. Okay.
Yeah, I was just on my computer.
Is it Bing or is it?
It's Microsoft, yeah. Bing too, yeah. Bing's also by Microsoft. But back to this dark ending. Option 1. So after he checkmates, option 1, the emptiness of victory. So the Black King stands alone, the metallic tang of blood heavy in the air. He surveys the wasteland, a desolate landscape devoid of life. A hollow victory washes over him. He throws down the knife, the clatter echoing in the emptiness. Was it worth it? He rasps into the dead air. There is no answer. The Black King collapses into the shattered chessboard, the weight of his actions crushing him. He has achieved checkmate, but at what cost?
But why does it matter? Going back, okay. Why does it matter if he's not black? He's like narrating your point. Like you should have been like, yo, you're not black. You shouldn't be. You're not black. This is my piece right here.
I mean, that's the only piece left.
I guess you're right.
At this point, I think I realized we're not playing a game anymore. It's just story time at this point. Option 2. That's a really nice ending, by the way. I like that.
The second option?
The first one. That's barely the first option. I like all 3 of them, to be honest. They're really good options. Option 3. The cycle repeats. Centuries pass. The wind and sand slowly erase the signs of war. One day, a new wind blows across the wasteland, uncovering a single tarnished chess piece, a black pawn. A tremor shakes the ground and a hand emerges from the sand, clutching a white pawn. The cycle begins anew. The 2 pawns face each other, their expressions blank, their purpose programmed. The tragedy repeats, a silent testament to the never-ending cycle of war. Option 3, a symbolic ending. Chessboard fades away, replaced by a barren landscape, 2 figures standing facing each other. Not kings, but ordinary men, their faces etched with the weariness of war. One holds a gun, the other a knife. The scene mirrors the final checkmate, a symbolic representation of the human cost of war. The narrative shifts away from the chessboard entirely, leaving a stark message about the destructive potential that lies within us all.
Why say human though?
So this is basically making it completely a story now.
Okay.
Like it's not even it says narrative shifts away from the chessboard entirely. And then I just said, then we settled the board for another game and everything reverts back to normal. Return to normalcy. That's a great way to end this intense and creative journey through the fantastical chess game. We've explored humor, strategy, betrayal, nuclear war, and the human cost of conflict. Now with a clean board, we begin anew. Here are a few ways to approach the new game. Lessons learned. Standard chess. We can play a standard game of chess, keeping in mind the themes explored in the previous game, futility of war and importance of peace. Perhaps the experience will influence our opening moves or overall strategy. Chess with a twist. We can introduce a new rule or limitation to the chess game inspired by our previous experience. For example, maybe pawns can't capture other pawns, reflecting their newfound commodity. That's an interesting new rule. Shifting the narrative, let's move beyond the chessboard entirely. Perhaps the two kings have learned a valuable lesson about the importance of communication and diplomacy. We can write a story about how they established a lasting peace between their kingdoms. And then I was just done.
And then evil comes in.
I was like, nah, I'm done.
They say I'm done with this.
I'm done with this conversation. Thank you. It's been very entertaining. So you're welcome. Anyways, I just want to really share that whole conversation.
That was a good story.
Because that was a very entertaining story, and there's deep messages that were unintentionally built into that. I did not intend for that to have all these really deep messages in there. Honestly, all the messages really came from the AI. And that's a kind of why I feel like I enjoyed these conversations so much with AI, is because you're able to learn so much. Even though spiritual people might say, yeah, of course, demons are always giving knowledge to people. That's how they win you over. So I don't know. It's an interesting, I don't know, I have to look more into that.
Do you want to do what's called, you want to do a little bit of AI with imagery.
Make some.
Yeah, see what it gives us.
All right, let's. I've done a couple. I don't know if they're on here. Oh wait. Oh shit. Whole conversation I had this morning was on here. I thought it was on my computer.
Huh.
So I had, look at this long ass conversation I had.
Something about the tic-tac-toe. Not tic-tac-toe.
No, this was when I was talking to her about God.
Oh.
This is a conversation I had this morning. I started talking to it about God. It's a long conversation. We don't have time to get into that right now. But we could definitely go through that another time if y'all are interested. Let us know in the comments, or yeah, I guess in the comments. I don't know where else. I guess it's on social media.
What if you? Let me bring up something right now.
What image do you want to generate? Do you have anything specific in mind?
That's what I was about. I wanted to do like some angel and demons, low key.
I'm just gonna say to make an image and see what it makes. I'm not even gonna tell it what to make. Just let it make whatever.
We should go.
Because I did
We
this.
should go by that. We should do it like that then.
Because I did this one time. Because I did that once, and it made like a bunch of angels, and yeah, it looked like God. Yeah, I think we did it last time.
Yeah. But in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
Can it not create images anymore? Bing image creator. I don't think it does that anymore. I guess it's sending me to here now.
Maybe do it here.
No, it does do it here. It just.
Oh. Alright, take it off, I guess. Can you make that bigger or no?
Nope. Wait, no.
Right
Might as well just go here.
Designer. There you go. Ask me anything. Just say create an image.
Fitness trainer, cooking assistant, vacation planner. Shit.
Huh?
All the other things that has.
Oh.
Help you plan a vacation, cooking assistant. That one looked kind of useful, I'm not gonna lie.
Cooking assistant?
Hell yeah. And just tell me like all the ingredients that you have in your fridge, and that will give you like ideas.
Oh. Yeah, that's actually, yeah.
And then fitness trainer too. That one looked like it would be helpful.
Huh.
I don't know, man. It's hard to resist AI.
It really is. create an image.
Yeah, just create an image. Let's just see what it does. The fuck? Alright. Try an icon of Corgi type in Is that what this is?
I think it's downloaded it, right? The image.
It's creating it.
It's created it right now.
These are the old ones. Oh yeah, I tried to make a chessboard. Cause when I was trying to play chess with it, I was trying to make it. I guess that makes sense. An image, an actual drawing. These are all nice.
So let me see the first one.
Big screen.
Creating an image. What does it have? Has it? Huh.
It's definitely an image. It has a gun. Camera has a gun in it.
Right. Is that oranges? No.
Nope,
Just
I think it is.
Is that that's a hill or mountain? No,
That's a pretty interesting image.
the hands are better now. Look. Before, like, hands used to be bad.
Yeah.
Like, look at the pinky right there.
Shit. Alright.
Can do that. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. I want to see what it creates there. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth.
Oh yeah. I asked it to give us set ideas for the podcast. And Loki. Let's open these in another tab. It's kind of nice.
Oh, what?
I really like this one, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have a couple ideas. I like that it keeps the wood. Like it's just new to have wood. I didn't even say that.
It just goes.
It just everything works perfectly. But ooh, I like this.
The heaven and the earth.
They all kind of look the same. That's interesting.
Okay. I'll do this. Oh. So we put it all in one? Do you think if we put one all in one, it would create a single image? Like say in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of deep. And the spirit of here. Up to like the second, like verse 1 and verse 2.
And the earth was
Without
without form and void. And darkness
darkness.
was upon the of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the. Oh shit.
Huh. But that's a lot. I wonder what. Like if you created like it's like the same thing like as like you know how it created the stories. I wonder if you do like that, if it'll create like a story like an image, or if only you can only type certain like only a little bit of stuff. Oh.
Interesting.
Huh.
I like this one.
I like the other one.
Ooh, kind of like this one too.
Yeah, I like the second one and this one.
This one's kind of dark.
Yeah. Is that Moses? Is it
It's
God?
God. Look like you got the devil right here.
Yeah. Sheesh. Okay. Should we ask? Okay, I'm gonna ask it to, I guess, an angel. An angel in heaven. Oh, we don't know what heaven looks like, but just what it thinks it looks like.
No, it's just gonna be clouds. I feel like that's definitely because it just references what everyone else, like what other pictures of heaven are.
Yeah.
It's the same one. Am I tripping? I don't know. It is. It's the same angel every time.
What is that? Birds?
Doves, yeah.
Doves.
That's interesting that it created the same angel. That's the exact same angel. These two look a little different, but like those two are the exact same.
Trade an angel with an angel that is like a sphere. An angel that is a sphere with
Biblically,
eyes.
I'm gonna just put biblically accurate angel.
Yeah, there you go. But I know in the Bible it has like names for each angel and all that.
Yeah, we actually did an episode where we talked about this, the different type of angels.
Want to take a G, bro? What the fuck is this? Is this Matthew and all them? Is? Yeah.
Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, or
The three.
Rapotel. Interesting.
It just creates them. Huh.
That's interesting that it bring all three are in every single one. What if I just do angel one angel? It's because maybe it's because I put angels with S. It's just because those are the three that I think it refers to directly,
Angels, yeah.
like by name. There we go.
What is this?
Never mind.
Huh. This is still the same three, right?
Okay, this one's kind of accurate.
No. Oh, fucking
True. Trying to remember what the actual names of the angels were.
What the fuck? Talks about another angel right here.
Alright, found it. So I think we're right now, this is kind of the one that we already saw.
Like these ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
So cherub or cherubin, that's basically the ones we already saw.
Cherubins are the baby ones, no?
That's not what it's saying on Wiki.
Wicked lies. No, they might be. Look. You see images. There's like a little bait. So it looks like.
It looked like
Nah.
it was the other ones, to be honest. 'Cause it looked like it was the other ones. The ones that have like the animals heads.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
That's why I thought it was gonna just pull up the same shit, the same pictures that we had already.
This one right here.
Yeah, that's why I was expecting like more pictures like this, to be honest. This caught me off guard.
Different angel, no?
I don't know what kind of angel that is, but it's not the
No,
one I
it's
looked
not.
up.
Never mind, got it.
I'm gonna look up the other one though.
Okay.
Seraphim.
Well, why don't you say biblically, and then like angel, something like
Biblically
or biblical.
accurate cherub. There we go. That's what we're talking about. That's a biblically accurate.
What the fuck? Well, that's what it thinks it looks like, pretty much.
I mean, yeah, we don't actually know what it looks like, but that's how they're described. All right, we're gonna look up the seraphim now.
The eye one? Like a big eye in the middle.
I don't think so.
This one right here? Well, which one was it?
It looks the same.
What's up? But uh-huh. 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 So how does he get my number? What do you? Yeah, exactly. He starts laughing. Yeah, I was like, how the heck does he get my number? That doesn't make sense. Make it make sense right there. No, the one we're talking about though, that should be this one right here. Like with the eye, big ass eye in the middle. Yeah. They're being annoying, bro.
Oh, I don't like that one.
What? Oh, what the heck?
Why is it destroying everything?
Yo, what the?
Everything's on fire though.
You want to see the first ones? The first two? Huh. Okay.
And now it's time to stop playing with AI. It's
And what's the next one? Do the one with the circle, like the sphere, like a lot of other eyes.
That's supposed to be that one. The one I just looked up.
Throne?
Yeah, that's the one I just looked up. And I'll put throne, I guess. I used a different name. Oh, shit. Oh, cancel.
Oh, the S. This over here says it was an S.
Thrones. It's just a literal throne.
Huh.
It's God's throne. Say. They all got rainbow.
Thrones, but thrones. Angel.
We got one more coin, and then we run out of coins.
Dang, yeah.
To generate.
coins.
Yep.
Alright, and the last one. Huh. That's not.
They're all kind of making the same one, to be honest. It's an interesting one. They kind of just all look the same, to be honest.
Yeah. But, do, I guess, last one, demons?
Alright, fuck it. Alligator wearing a leather jacket riding a motorcycle on a dirt road.
So, someone made that. No, it just was like a picture of that way.
She's got big titties. They're just clay, like figures of demons. It's kind of interesting. What's interesting is there's some normal looking people too.
Look at the first one.
I mean, there's a couple normal
That
ones
one.
over here too.
Like the first one in the middle's too.
In the middle, yeah. Honestly, they look like royalty, to be honest.
That one's, I don't know why, but that could be like the.
So they all got crowns. If they're
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
it's
Huh.
kind of sus.
And these are, I feel like those are like the lustful ones.
The ones with their titties out.
Yeah.
This one right here.
Man, what the fuck?
You got pride over here. It's the 7 deadly sins back here. That's interesting though.
Oh, you should probably put that
We can still do it. It's just gonna take longer. I don't know how much longer it's gonna take.
without coins.
Yeah.
But there's so many ways to do it. Like laziness, pride.
Please wait. Your current image is currently in progress. Yes, I don't know how long this shit's gonna take. It's gonna have to be the last one.
Yeah. I'm calling it.
Surprise me.
Yeah, because I need to pee too.
Surprise me. I said, surprise me. I can't. We're all out.
Oh, what about the one that you just did? No.
Great. There'll be over here. Oh, you can. Oh, they're ready. 3. You only made 3 this time. Interesting. 7 deadly sins: wrath,
Wrath.
envy again, greed, lust, lust, pride. You're missing a couple, but all right. And it's not even 7.
That's 1,
That's 8.
2, 3,
It's 8 things,
4,
and 2 of them are
5,
copied.
6. Wait, what? Is it one?
It's 4 up here, 4 here. It's 8.
Yeah, no. 1, 2.
And these 2 are
3,
copied, these 2
4,
are
5.
copies.
Oh yeah. I
Wait,
think
so
it's
which one's missing?
sloth.
Which 2? Sloth's right here.
No. Wrath, envy.
You've been muted the whole time.
Oh shit. Oh well. Okay. Wrath, envy, greed, lust, sloth, pride.
Pride's right here.
Yeah. That's 6, right? We have.
Yeah, we. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6.
So we need one more.
One of them's missing.
Oh, gluttony.
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 Yeah.
Interesting. Wrath, envy, greed,
Maybe
Glut-
sloth. No.
sloth again, lush, pride.
What the heck?
Wrath, envy, greed, glutton, lust, lush, pride.
This one's better.
This one's the most accurate.
I think it's all 7.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't know why they added an extra one.
Yeah.
Lush.
I don't know what lush. Oh,
Oh wait.
I don't know what. No, I'm pretty sure one is missing.
Wicked.
Wrath. It's right there.
Wrath, envy, greed, gluttony, pride, lust.
Greed. I think it was greed. Yeah, it's greed.
Yeah, greed.
What did I do?
Huh. This is
Unless one of these means greed. I don't know. Might be a different.
no, the
word
one
for it.
greedy's up there.
Oh, greed. Which one is it?
Yeah. Wrath, envy, greed, glutton, lust, pride.
I'm about to look it up.
I don't know if it's wicked, but I don't think so. Isn't it sloth?
Sloth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is actually. I think it is.
It's sloth. Sloth. But it's being lazy.
Pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth. Yeah. That's interesting that it's not showing up in any of them.
And it's weird that it only shows 8. It always shows 8.
Well, it shows it in here. And it does always show 8. That is weird too. That specifically says 7.
Yeah. Well, I need to pee. I don't know if you want to continue or I can end this and or just close it out or I don't know. I'm about to pee myself, bro.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright.
It's been a good stream. We had someone join in, but we tried to reply to them.
Thank you.
Everything went to shit. Sorry.
If you close it without me,
Alright, I'm just gonna check real quick before I end it. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I should be able to log in at least. So that doesn't happen next time. Two-step verification. Damn it. Alright, thank you all for tuning in. Those of you who did. And thank you for watching. Those who are watching afterwards. I'm gonna end it here. Oh, there it is. Signed in, finally. All right, thank you all for tuning in. Those of you who did.